Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the house of Diesel. The fragrance is called Diesel Zero Plus Masculine. This is the bottle. It's available in one main size, 2.5 ounces, and that's pretty much it that I've seen around. Now the 2.5 is going to run you $60 retail, but I've seen it very cheap. It's been out since 2003 and has since hit discount bins. So you can find it as low as like $10, $12. Just do a quick search, you'll see something as cheap. Now the bottle design, again, very simple, and it has a little stopper here. It's got no cap, but a little stopper that just pops on and off. So that is pretty much the presentation of the actual bottle. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the notes of this fragrance. The notes, at our top, we've got orange, nutmeg, anise, bergamot, and cardamom. At our mid, we have cinnamon, violet, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. And for our base, we have amber, patchouli, musk, vanilla, and heliotrope. Right, so right when I sprayed this, initially, I actually thought that this was actually going to be a very pleasant fragrance that I would like just because of the notes. Cinnamon, nutmeg, love it. Bergamot, love it. It's got amber, vanilla. I usually love fragrances like that. A little bit of rose into it. And I was really stoked and ready to try this fragrance. However, once I actually smelled it, initially right off the bat, it smells actually pretty nice for about 5-10 seconds. And then it turns into a baby powder-ish type of smell. And when I say baby powder-ish, don't confuse the matter. It's not a very pleasant baby powder to me. It's got something else in it that makes it very, very, how do I say, just like sour and aggressive. So think of like, you know, baby powder, talcum powder, chalk. That's really what you get when you spray this. And overall, through most of this fragrance, I actually really don't like it. It's just does not do it on my skin. I had a really hard time actually wearing this out and reviewing just because I really didn't like the smell. Now, the dry down actually isn't so bad. The dry down, a lot of the powderiness goes away. A lot of that note, I assume it's the heliotrope because I don't know any other note that does it, or maybe it's just the mix of the scents that does it. But either way, all that kind of goes away and you're left with kind of like a spicy cologne without the powder that actually just smells a little bit decent. But to me, it's not worth the pain actually going through that to get to the actual scent. Now, spray-wise, I generally go about 2 sprays. This is a decently powerful fragrance that will last you, I would say, at least 8 hours, and it will last a little bit more than that. That spiciness and the powderness really stays with you the entire time. Now, occasion-wise, I think this is a great night-out fragrance. Definitely take a look at it if you're, you know, looking for a night-out fragrance, and it's definitely very cheap. So it's not something that it's gonna break the bank. It's, you know, just a quick $10, $12 type of fragrance. But it smells, I really hate to use this word just because I'm not really of the synthetic natural, but it's synthetic. It really comes off as just a punch in your face, and I just can't get down with it. Season-wise, this is a great fall and winter scent. It still has the staying power and the heaviness to compete with the cold and to really go out there and really grasp at you during that time. But I think it's a little bit too heavy for warmer months where it'll really just radiate off of your skin. Age group, any age group is perfect for this fragrance. And that pretty much kind of sums up the actual fragrance. Overall, I'm just really not pleased with this fragrance, but compliment wise, it's never got me any compliments, but it did get people asking me and telling me that I smelled like baby powder. That's pretty much all. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give it a rating 3 out of 10. I give it a 3 out of 10 just because, one, I don't like the scent. I think it really takes a different type of a turn, and I think there are just so many other fragrances with so many better options that don't have that sour note. Now, that's just a sour note that's kind of like on my skin, this note that just, so you might want to definitely try it out. And it's not an expensive fragrance, you know, break the bank out for. But you may have a little bit hard of a time trying to find samples for it. Diesel has many good fragrances that are not like this, so don't be turned off by the house of Diesel just because I deem this a bad fragrance, or anyone else does for that matter. But again, 3 out of 10, I really think that you can get much better for your value on this one, even though this is $10, so just keep that in mind. If you're looking for a baby powderish scent that's got like some cinnamon notes, take a look at this one. If you're looking for a cheap fragrance, take a look at this one, or as well as a fragrance that's a little bit of a night out fragrance, take a look at this one. Other than that, it's not versatile. I think it's only good for the fall and the winter months, and even then you can still get something better. That's pretty much all is to say. So 3 out of 10 for Diesel Zero Plus Masculine. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free. Leave me a message, send me a note, do whatever you gotta do. Thank you, and take care of yourselves.